So for me, the city of Memphis is one that is chock full of so much history. And for the Civil Rights Museum to be here and for me to get to experience it with fellow colleagues was monumental because although we took a while to get our tour done, you saw so many people interacting in so many different ways, not just the teachers, but also the patrons of the museum to learn about civil rights, not only from a Dr. King perspective and not only from a lunch counter perspective, but to also look at the young children who were involved in this movement and looking at the longevity of the movement is extremely important. And I think that was one of our huge takeaways from all of this to just say, you know, civil rights is not something that's done. And civil rights is not something that happens in this 1954 to 1968 window. It goes back to my first Gilder Lehrman, which was the age of Jim Crow. So for me, there's that sense of continuation. So what would be my next Gilder Lehrman? That's my next question. Will I have a 3-part series in my Gilder Lehrmans? So we have librarians, we have elementary school teachers, we have middle school teachers. One of the things that we are talking about is that we cannot hide our history. You know, children who have experienced this history, they were not too young to experience violence. Our children are not too young to know what happened to other children and become agents of change very early. We don't need to shield them from the truth and then try to deliver it at a later date. It's better to be forthcoming in the beginning and let them kind of decide what track they want to take. We as adults, we can't decide that for them anymore. Oh, Gilder Lehrman is an incredible resource. It's unlike most other history institutes because it has the ability to just collect documents like people have never seen before. And not only do they do civil rights, but they do the American Revolution. They go all across the country talking about westward expansion, and nobody, you know, that's not for me. That's not really a big turning point for me, but for other people, you can find anything that you want on Gilder Lehrman, and there's this institute, but they offer grad classes. They offer so many different things for so many different people who, like myself, you know, I'm a nerd and I can't help it.